we've got a little bit of news today. Oops, a little bit of news, not a lot, but a little bit. And the first news pertains to my team. They signed Sergachev. They did it.
That's
That
some
was
pretty
the one.
good money too.
They did it. They
I
did it
think
again. They did it again. They signed a team-friendly deal.
the one thing is,
I was gonna say, don't you think
for-
that's a little low market-wise for him? I'm shocked at
yeah,
that.
the
Actually,
money is
generous.
really low, but the years is not.
Yeah, he's only got 3.
He's gonna, if he can like keep on his upward trajectory that he's been going on, in 3 years he could be asking for a lot more than 4.8 million. So I think it is a deal that makes sense for both sides. In that, for now, Tampa gets some cap relief in terms of value that they desperately need, and it gives Mikhail Sergachev a good chance to, if he plays really well the next 3 years, possibly
Prove himself
get a lot
more.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, which that could be scary.
Because like it's not like if you're making $4.8 million in a state with no income tax, it's not like you're doing terrible. Like you're still having a fun life.
Even if you have income tax, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would love to be making $4.8 million a year.
That's the thing. Once they start getting up to like the when players are like getting picky about, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I would do with $1 million like a year. I don't know.
Well, you get to figure that out when you get older. So.
Yeah.
You can kiss my ass.
So we had some technical difficulties. Actually, yeah, I'm happy they got Sergachev.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But now the situation. So here's the new situation. They have a new situation. They are now 2 million. It's actually just under. It's like 1.8 million above the salary cap, which they are allowed to be until 2 weeks before the start of the season, which we don't know when that's going to be.
I was going to say, which we don't know yet.
So,
is there anybody big left to sign?
Yes, they still have those 2 RFAs, Sorelli and Chernak.
Oh, jeez.
So, but I saw a quote, which I think he's just saying stuff. I saw a quote from Brisebois saying that he's confident that they will be able to move cap room around to get them signed. I don't know if confident is a smart thing to be about that situation.
Okay, so
you're gonna.
Okay, but so that means, so you are getting rid of Steven Stamkos then?
Somebody.
If he's confident, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what's happening.
If he's confident that you're signing both of those players, you're not gonna get enough cap room out of trading
anybody other than Stamkos.
Yeah, and you're not gonna trade Nikita Kucherov. He's a much more useful player than Steven Stamkos is at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's confident then that might mean there's a Stamkos trade down the pipeline, which is it's gonna piss me off.
I mean, you could get rid of like a combination of like Palat and Gord.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna take them for that money right now, other than maybe he's dealing with Stevie Y. Maybe he's doing the dreaded deal with Stevie Y.
Detroit would probably take an Andre Palat or a Yanni Gord right now, or I mean, I'm sure they'd probably take a Steven Stamkos too. But
yeah, I think most teams would take Stamkos. Who could afford him?
That's interesting. That's the thing to watch for me. Then I want to know what happens to make that work for Tampa. Then, because something's got to move.
I think
it's almost like they shouldn't like. We look at the last 2 like playoff runs Tampa's had, and they haven't had Stammer, and they've done, I'd say, pretty good.
Yeah,
and the last 2 he wasn't there.
Yeah,
he
so
gave you 2.5 minutes and a goal this year, and you got a Stanley Cup. So
there's no denying the player he is, but at this point in his career, and the point in the younger guy's career, and they just want a cup without him.
Listen, guys.
The futures you could get for Steven Stamkos.
We've been down this road multiple times on this show.
Yeah, we have. That's not something I expected ever. Like when we were starting this back up, I did not expect Steven Stamkos getting traded to be a regular topic of conversation.
I think there's a solid chance. I'm gonna turn my light down. I'm kind of washed out. There we go. I think there's a solid chance that he stays. That's what I think. But if
I mean,
with,
yeah, in
with,
all
with
likelihood, yes.
with Brisebois saying that, I think those are the two. I think the two roads ahead, I think, are the two you just spoke about, Benny. The either Stamkos goes probably to Detroit, or one of the 5 million plus guys goes to Detroit.
I mean,
Or a
you have to
combo.
have two. Yeah. If
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
we're the
yeah.
five
Or
and
two.
guys,
Yeah,
you have
that's
to have
what I
two,
meant.
right?
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah. I hope they do.
Interesting. That's
I hope
gonna
they
be...
do.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun to watch.
I hope
That's
they
gonna be
do.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get rid of Gourde though, because Gourde is like he's like a powerhouse. He's like the
Well,
the
not
meta.
necessarily. I mean, you don't have to do Gourde. I mean, if you
Yeah.
got rid of Killorn and
Nobody.
Palat or something.
Yeah, that's
or
true. That could work.
that would
Palat
get
also
you up
Palat
there.
also just had like 13 goals or something in the playoffs.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
So like we don't.
Hey,
I don't even.
his
As much as
value
I
would
complain
probably
about
be
him.
pretty high then.
As much as I complain about him because he does stupid stuff sometimes. He
Okay,
really-
but you're never going to get more for Andre Palat than him coming off of a 13
That's
goal
true.
playoff.
That is very true.
You're
That is
never
very
going to
true.
get more for him than
No,
after that.
I'm all for getting rid of Palat. I love the guy, but no.
It would just make a lot of sense
Yeah,
for the amount of money he's making.
Get something good. Get some prospects or something for him, and clear some cap space. Yeah. So
Interesting. Well,
I
Tampa will
did-
be interesting to watch then as we go forward.
I think they will be. I think at this point in the like free agency, whatever, I think they are the most interesting team to watch.